Man, listen, man, this has been a hot topic all week going on social media, mad jokes going on. People scared they're about to get exposed. So Freaknik the story, never told, coming to Hulu.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a Fox
Oh.
Soul. So Jamie, can you play a little clip for this, man?
Welcome back to Fox Soul's Black Report. Well, there's a new documentary coming to Hulu that has some baby boomers nervous about what could be shown.
I don't know about baby boomers, maybe Gen X.
Xers,
Yeah, Gen X, because baby boomers are my mama. But they could have been down at Freaknik. It's the big documentary that is slated for later this year and will be produced by none other than Jermaine Dupri. He was in the thick of it all. Oh, I remember, don't ask me how. And it takes a look at the infamous annual street parties in Atlanta. But in 1999, actions by police and elected officials caused Freaknik to cease. And was it a time? And I know a lot of my colleagues and peers who've moved on to bigger and better and greater were a little nervous about this Netflix because, there's a lot of documentary, and it was back in the day when you had the camcorder. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I'm going to ask my brother David about Freaknik.
Oh, yes.
Yo, that's funny, man. You see old girl pointing to herself like, yeah, son, I'll be there freaking out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that was the best time. That was the best time to be alive, man. I mean, the reason why we have my man Bob on the show, because Bob went to many Freakniks with me, and the stories he witnessed, 95% of the stories I tell, he was part of them. All the shit I'm telling are the truth.
So, yes, indeed.
So, main man.
I was there, my first one, 94, bro. I was 24 years old.
Oh, it's insane. That was a good time. 94 was a good one. We was down there. We played Sigma that year, too. So we was down there for that one. That was a good one. Oh my God. So to me, all right, Freaknik, I don't think people that was down there, I don't think they're gonna get affected. Women worried about themselves. We all did things when we was in our 20s. Like I posted today, half of us won't even recognize y'all because everybody gained about 40, 50. I don't even recognize half y'all. And half the dudes, we all bald and gray. So it's like, nobody's gonna recognize that, But it was a time though. But Freaknik, I think Daytona's better, but that's another subject in a minute. Mm. Bob, what's your fondest memory of Freaknik, bro?
Would you want to go? We want to do the whole Florida hotel. You want to go in the street. You want to go to hotel lobby. It's just so many stories that we got.
Let's keep this PG, Bob. I still work with children. Still work with children.
Dancing on the cars.
Oh my God.
It was just the
lock-in party in Atlanta for Freaknik. The lock-in party was insane. Because for people to understand what a lock-in party back in the day was, you got into a club, they locked the doors, you couldn't get out till it was like daylight was outside. You had to stay. And I forgot the name. It was 2 floors in this club. I remember it was 2 floors. I was kind of drunk, and back then I used to smoke the devil's
devil's dust.
Devil's tree.
I used to be high as a fucking kite, man. That's why I need Bob here to bring back my memory of a lot of shit. But also, I think like if you're somebody of status right now, we all had a past. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kelvin, don't the Lord say forgive? You gotta forgive me. I was bad, man. I was bad back then. I was bad back then, man. Crazy, man. But to me, let's go. This was the comparison. Freaknik, Daytona, Greek Fest in New York, Philly Greek Fest in the Bayou Classic. I didn't never go to the Bayou Classic. I can't speak of it, but everything else, I think Daytona knocks everything out the box.
They had something in Alabama, from what I understand, called a foot wash. I never got to see that.
God damn, foot wash. I don't know if I want to go to that one.
That sounds like Alabama.
Listen, we did well in the South back then. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what it was?
The South was
and I never went. I went. I was
really
already
well in Alabama.
Virginia Union people couldn't go.
I never went because I was already in ministry at that time. But I think there was a big buzz about Atlanta. Atlanta was preparing for the Olympics, and so people was going down there. There was jobs. There was excitement around Atlanta. Atlanta became like the black epicenter of culture and everything at that time. I guess much like Harlem probably was in the 60s. And so that's all you knew. Everybody's going to Atlanta because you could work there. There was beautiful women there. And, you know, there was a lot going on, especially with all of the, you know, historically Black colleges surrounded, you know, which promoted it all. So I remember hearing a lot about it. But yeah, it seemed like it was this documentary. I'm sure is going to be good.
Atlanta was dope because the strip club started. That's when strip club started popping. So Def was just coming up. That's when, you know, what's them boys? Criss Cross, right? That's them,
Criss Cross,
right?
Criss Cross and all. Yeah. They was out. Jermaine Dupri was starting to make a little wave, a name for himself. So it was starting to get a little Escape. It was the shit. You know,
not to mention the Brat.
The Brat was coming. She was on the little wave. And then the thing is, like you said, everybody in college. There's so many colleges at the time. Morris Brown was open. Clark was there. Spelman, Morehouse. Then you had us. We was only 3 hours away. People from Tuskegee, Alabama would come down there. It was just like, it was the center, and the weather was perfect. It was perfect weather. And it was Piedmont Park, huge ass park, party, and everything was cheap. I don't even think it was $10 to get in spots. I don't even think it was $10.
Well, not only that, but Atlanta was full of promise. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I couldn't hear what you say, Juan. Sorry.
I was going to say Atlanta was also full of promise because you got to remember, like you just said, you had the Olympics in '96, but also that same year the Braves had won the World Championship for the first time. You know, so you had a whole, and if I'm not mistaken, you had the Falcons.
Deion was hot.
Deion was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. My drug dealer chick bought me a pair of Deion Sanders. Remember that, Bob?
I remember that.
My first pair on
it. How I knew Atlanta was going to blow, because I remember looking in the newspaper for jobs, man. I always looked at your job listing just to see what it was like, man.
They didn't pay no money, though.
Anything computer science. Yeah,
they were on their way, though. Yeah, they was on their way because they wasn't paying no money in Atlanta.
No, they weren't.
The strippers were getting paid. Strippers were getting paid.
But the cost of living was so cheap. I mean, people, college students were getting them boarding houses or you know, sharing homes, and you know.
As long as you didn't have any debt, you'd do all right, man. You know, go straight down there, you'd be fine.
Like, I go back. Daytona was better because you had artists that were performing on the beach. You saw, like, we saw what's the tall guy, Montel Jordan. We saw this tall ass capper twirling. Like, who the fuck is this cornball? And he's twirling. So me, Jamie, Bob, he's down there. I'm not gonna talk about Jamie's Daisy Dukes. We all down there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but to me, Daytona was better because we had chicks. I still got pictures. We got to find a videotape. We had chicks in the car, butt naked, dancing. I gave this girl my T-shirt. We had no hotel plans. The hotel Sand. One year, hotel Sand. Jamie booked us a crazy ass, ragged ass hotel. I think Martin Luther King got shot at shit. I think that was the Lorraine hotel. Fucking Daytona. We was in that joint. I've met some real plump chick. I ain't gonna say fat. Plump chick, and I took it for the team so we get a hotel room. Emmett Smith rented out a floor for us, you know. But it was crazy, man. And Luke Skywalker said, think Jermaine got some. Wait till I release this tape. Wait till I release the Daytona tape. That's when I'm scared to be on.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. If he got the Daytona tape, we are somewhere on that tape.
We are fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but Jamie, please pull up some of those comments, man, before we
pull those up, you know.
Oh man, Daytona.
This way, the aunties are worried. Yes, the aunties
they are worried.
They are all aunties now. We are in that age group. They are all aunties, man.
They're worried.
Maya Fleming, will I see my mama on that documentary?
No. I don't know. Nikki, it was at Tuskegee Homecomings. That's something different. That's a different.
You might see your grandma on there.
I almost got locked up down there, Mike. I almost got locked up. Bob, I almost got locked up down there. That's another story. That's another long story.
That's the longest we prayed all the way back to South Carolina from Alabama.
I was scared, bro. I thought it was gonna be a chain gang out that motherfucker.
And real hot. We said real hot girl summer.
That was real. That was way. It's way better than that. Know what it is too? Keep on. More comments. I'm gonna say something. Go ahead, Jamie. Any more?
But he says, "Why Juan look like he's in a timeout?"
I'm waiting for the magistrate hearing. I'm waiting for the magistrate
Chris, what's up, baby?
Shout out Juan.
Shout out to Juan. Juan, you getting shout outs. They got a lot of love up in the club.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me shoot this shit with you guys. Welcome back to my love. Hey, thanks,
What
baby.
up? What up, Norberto? How you feeling, baby? Hug my man for me later on for me.
Yeah.
Main man Bob. That's right. That's main man Bob in the house. That's right. But know what messed up all the fest, all these things was the street dude coming to the college festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to act.
Yeah, you're right.
See, I was not gonna. You know what's funny? As y'all telling the story, I was just wondering when we gonna get there. When we gonna get to the natives tearing it up? That's all I wanted to get. You know,
the natives tore up everything moving.
Everything good.
Everything good. They even come to college trying to. I mean, that's another story. Me and Bob got fights with locals and all kind of shit. I got mad stories, man. So, but they fuck up everything. Like girls was probably getting raped and stuff like that down, right? And that's some bad shit. But I know some girls that also the natives came down there and Bob, my boys. I'm gonna tell this quick story. 2 seconds. I swear to God, my boys came from New York to go to Freaknik. I'm not gonna mention names, but they drove down there. My man T, I'm gonna just say his first T, drove down there with my man K and my man R. It's K's girl's car, right? K drops his girl off in Alabama to her family house. So I'm gonna hang a Freaknik with yours truly, main man Bob, some other people. So they meet these girls, K and R. The girl didn't feel R, so R said, "All right, you go hang up the girls." So K took both girls upstairs, thinking he's gonna be the man. R goes down the lobby in his socks. I think we're in the Omni Hotel. I think we're in the Omni Hotel.
We're in the Omni.
We all know how this is going to end. Oh no!
So he goes upstairs. They put it on him. They bang, 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 knock him out, put him to sleep.
Oh man!
These girls are from Detroit. They take the keys, they rob the whole room, and take off with the car.
Damn.
My man got
he got Black Widow.
Socks. Huh?
He got Black Widowed.
Yes, two.
No.
Took the car up to Detroit. They found the car in Detroit, but my man had to get his girl to go to Alabama, catch the bus, Alabama, meet them in Atlanta, and then they had to take the bus back to New York. True fucking story. I'll tell you, Freaknik was everything. But
never got the car back.
Nah, that shit was found in Detroit. It was found in Detroit. Found in Detroit.
It says now onto this Freaknik. Most people don't need to worry about being recognized because most of them don't look anything like they did back then. Hashtag 50 pounds, hashtag that hard ass living. You ain't lying. No lies.
That's it.
No lies told.
That's it. See, I gave up. I gave up all that stuff. So that's why I still look good.
Well, that's what people will think, that's what people think. But have you guys seen The Best Man Holiday? Remember the scene where there were some videos that came out during a frat party that certain people 20 years later did not want out, and they came out.
She still looked the same.
That's the difference.
No, she still looked the same. Ain't recognize Sexy Tina no more. Sexy Tina,
exactly.
Tina.
We go to homecoming. Ain't nobody saying.
Ain't nobody.
That thick just got fat. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
Homecoming. We all just friends at homecoming.
Yeah.
but you know what it was? I think the whole Black college experience allowed Black America. It was a great experience because a lot of Black people doing well was able to send their kids to an environment that was, real familiar. It was kind of like home, and start living that dream. Because remember, generations before us didn't go to college like that in droves. So, if you went to college in 91, 92, a lot of us went with people they were the first people in their families, because most of at least for me, my father was a veteran. He didn't go to college. My grandfather didn't go to college. They all went military. So I was the first in that line to go to college in that respect. I had some people in family, but so it was great because, it kind of birthed that new generation. Spike Lee was on the scene. He did School Days. And then the Cosby Show came, A Different World came. So we started having this kind of like Black resurgence. As Dee did allude to, though, you can't circumvent the natives. No matter what you do, there's still going to be a segment of the population called the natives. They got to try to tear it down.
Yeah, but the best experience about college, Black college, is nobody have a geographical location. You get people from all walks of life, from all backgrounds, South, North, Midwest, West, Southwest, and we all blended together as one. From cooking chicken at a block, we had my boys had a block house. A cylinder block house, and we were cooking chicken on a hot plate, That was the stove.
That
So,
was the shit.
But Bobby, what was the one problem that you always ran into? And D alluded to it earlier. You had to be careful about the locals. The locals, there were some dudes that hated you coming from another place, and they felt you were taking the girls from that town, or they felt that you thought you was better than them. I think Spike covered it in the School Days a little bit. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, that happened to us.
We had Allen Benedict Court. So if you got caught out at Food Line after dark and you're alone or you with your girl, the boys from Allen Benedict Court gonna put it on you.
Allen Benedict Court is a project. I got one story. I don't know. I want to tell the local story, but I'm gonna tell you about why the natives don't work out. Jones Beach Greek Fest. Never forget this. We got this chicken wing. Everybody, all the people not thinking about going to college, motherfuckers at this place. They got the porta potties out there, right? This dude go to use the porta potty. Why the motherfuckers kick the porta potty over with him in it?
Oh.
I swear, if I'd have came out of that porta potty, he ran into the ocean. He just took off running, right? I swear to God, I would have smacked everybody on site. Because now, if I can take an L, somebody beat me up. I'm already fucked up. I already got piss shit, that blue shit on.
Oh.
I'm smacking everybody around.
Nobody's gonna probably fight you because they don't want to get it on them. So you good to go.
Word up. I'd have been hugging everybody. Hugging this shit.
It's funny because here in South Texas they have something similar. It's not Freaknik, but we have what's called Texas Week. And during Texas Week, I just moved down here. This was 2004, 2005. Literally the same thing happened.
No, that shit's fucked up, man. I'm telling you, I'm smacking everybody on site.
and he's known to smack a couple people at it.
Oh yeah, see Bob. See, I can't have Bob on the show too much. Bob tell all my shit now.
Bob, do tell, Bob.
Let's move on to something else.
If you get it wrong, just look for the hand because he's gonna smack the taste out your mouth and knock water fountains down when he
found Jesus. See, that song, "Try Jesus, Don't Try Me." That should have been my shit back in the day. I don't play that shit.